Hi, I'm Ryan Hunter-Reay, driver of the number 28 Andretti Autosport IndyCar, and I'm reporting for Road and Track here at Mid-Ohio. We're going to talk about this IndyCar steering wheel. You can either go get a Chevy Cruze, for example, or you get yourself one of these. The current IndyCar steering wheels are anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000, and it's pretty much everything you need here is within a finger's distance. You can get what you want from the car, so that makes it very easy on the driver that way. Well, we'll go through some of the buttons here. Pit Lane Cruise here, PLC. It's got the guard around it so that you don't by accident hit it while you're in the corner in a first or second gear corner. We have the guard there. That happened to me in Brazil last year. Learned a valuable lesson there. We have push to talk to the team. Weight jacker buttons here for ovals. The reset, which tells you to set reset your fuel level or reset an alarm that's come up. H2O, which is the water button. The drink part doesn't really work for me that much. And then you have an overtake button here for push to pass. And this one's very important. This is the fuel and throttle map. You can get different maps from Ilmore Engineering that will aid you in either saving your rear tires, putting power down faster, saving fuel, whatever it may be. These maps will aid you, and every weekend they're constantly changing from 1 to 8, and you really have to study those to be on top of it. The push to pass here is the overtake button, the green button, and we usually push it coming right out of the corner. And at Edmonton, for example, it's 120 seconds of push to pass. You really have to save that for the end. If you do have quite a few restarts, you could be pushing this button quite a lot. So you're hoping the guys around you with 3-4 laps to go have used it all up, and it's free for all at that point for you. So that would be the ideal position, but you usually save it for the end.
What kind of data are you getting from the digital display itself?
The dash display here has so much data on it, I'm probably going to miss quite a bit of it. But with this button here, with this toggle, you can go through 3 different maps: race, practice, and the start page. The start page is used by the team to look at all the temperatures, different pressures while the engine's warming up. Then you can flip down to the practice page, which is what we use in practice to see basically very lap time oriented. You can see your cumulative segment and your actual your segments that you're going through, the differential in time. Then you can go to the race page, and that'll tell you more about fuel, lap time, and how much fuel you have in the tank as it's counting down. So each page is specialized to a different part of the day, a different part of the weekend, and there's a whole lot of info on there. You have your overtake remaining. You'll have your fuel, your current fuel mileage, your lap time, and then these LEDs here is the shift lights. As they come up to the middle, everything's lit up. You then upshift with the right paddle here, and then it'll tell you what gear you're in the middle. So a long way from an H pattern. The molded grips we have here are basically they're modeled to my hand. I don't like a perfect fit because then you get a little bit too stuck in a position as you come through the corner. I like it to really contour here. This is important. You can use this leverage here in the corner, and also on the bottom with ridges here. You can really use these things to steer those big Firestone tires. We don't have any power steering like you would have in Formula 1 or NASCAR, so all the leverage we can get on the wheel, the better, and that's why you see these big grips. You wouldn't need this if you had power steering. Alright, looking at the back of the steering wheel here, this is where it connects to the steering column, and you'll have all the teeth here that feed all the electrical signals to the dash inside. Very trick part. But this is the upshift paddle. Upshift, downshift, and both of these here are clutch paddles. Either one will work the same. Trust me, it's pretty tough to grab one of these when you're in the moment of either getting the car sideways or when it's getting ready to stall in the heat of the action in the race. But it's becoming more natural for us. You know, always using your left foot in race cars for many years. It's tough for your brain in that heat of the moment to go grab for a clutch up on the wheel rather than put it in with your left foot. But we're getting used to it, and we only use the clutch when we're leaving the pit box and when we're coming in. So that's the only time you would use it. Other than that, you'd use it on track to get out of a runoff area or to save the car from stalling. There is no anti-stall mechanism on the IndyCar yet. Well, that about sums it up. Hope you guys learned a little bit more about IndyCar today, and thank you for letting me take a tour of our IndyCar steering wheel, and hopefully we'll get this thing back up on Victory Circle for DHL, Sundrop, and Chevrolet.